If you're a young man who wants to make 5 to 10K per month online so that you can escape the college and job trap and start living a life of freedom, there is a much easier and faster way to do this than starting your own business. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what that actually is so that you can start actually implementing it and changing your life with it today. And most of you probably watching this video right now, when I say making money online, you think of things like dropshipping, crypto, affiliate marketing, or starting some sort of course or coaching business or something like that. And I'm here to tell you, as a complete beginner that wants to make money online, that is the hardest possible path. And there is a backdoor into making money online that almost nobody on the internet talks about. And you see, here's the thing. I learned this the hard way. When I first got into making money online, I was trying all this stuff, and most young entrepreneurs fail, and it's not because the business models don't work. You see, dropshipping can work, crypto can work, SMMA can work, TikTok shop can work. You know, all the other business models that people are talking about online, they all can work. The problem is you haven't made something work up until this point, and it is because you are lacking skills. Think about it this way. Imagine you walk into the gym and your goal is trying to get jacked. But instead of focusing on just like mastering the compound movements like squatting, benching, and deadlifting, and then just focusing on showing up every single day and just doing a little bit of work and getting better every day, you go in and you try to do every single exercise in the gym on the first day. It takes you like 4 hours. You just completely destroy your body. You do bicep curls, tricep extensions, leg press. You're training all parts of your body, everything at once. What ends up happening because of that? You're sore everywhere, you're not good at anything, and you quit after 2 weeks of trying to do that because you're overwhelmed and you're not seeing any progress. Guys, this is what starting a business is like when you are between the ages of 18 to 24. You need to master like 5 to 10 skills at the same time. You need sales, you need marketing, you need fulfillment, you need customer service, you need to learn how to create content, you need to learn how to run paid ads, the list goes on. I remember when I was 19 years old, I was a freshman in college and I was sitting inside of my college dorm working part-time as a lifeguard as well. And I wanted to start doing dropshipping because when I was watching YouTube videos, the gurus were making it seem so easy. They were just like, oh, go on Shopify, find a product and start running ads to that product on social media. But the problem was when I ended up actually trying to do the thing, it was a lot more difficult than what these people made it out to be. I had to learn Facebook ads. I had to learn product research. I had to learn customer service, website campaigns, copywriting, all of this stuff all at the same time. And it was no wonder why I easily burned $200 my first day doing it. Because if you think about it, I was doing like 5 things at like 10% competency. What value was I actually bringing to the table? What problems was I actually solving better than established businesses? I was literally just another broke college kid trying to compete with $1 million businesses. But here's what I learned and here's what I figured out a couple months later that completely changed everything for me and allowed me to live the dream life that I now live. People get paid when they deliver value to the marketplace. If your goal is to make 10K per month online, you can either learn 10 skills at 10% competency each, which makes you mediocre at everything that you do, or you can go all in. You can master one skill and put 100% of your focus and effort into getting really, really good at it, and you become incredibly valuable to the marketplace. It's like the gym. The guys that get the best results inside of the gym literally just focus on the compound movements. For those of you who go to the gym, you know what I mean. It's like squatting, benching, deadlift, and then doing a couple exercises outside of that to just change it up a little bit. But these people focus on mastering the fundamentals before they worry about all the other fancy stuff. If I had to start all over again, if I was back sitting in that shitty ass dorm room in college trying to make something work, watching all my friends party while I was stressed out about rent and just being able to make enough money, the one thing I would do is focusing on going all in on the skill of sales. And here's why. If you learn how to sell, you will never be broke ever again. Every transaction in the world starts with a sale. Every business owner is desperately looking for talent and people with hunger and ambition that can go and sell for their business. And your income is literally uncapped because of how good you can get. Like when I was full-time in college and working part-time as a lifeguard making like $1,200 a month, I felt trapped. I'd watch Andrew Tate videos in my college dorm at like midnight thinking that could be me, but I was trying to build Rome in a day instead of just getting really, really good at one thing that can actually pay me just a little bit of money so that I can get out of my shitty situation. And then once you're out of your shitty situation, then you can try and build Rome like I'm trying to do right fucking now. Now, when I say sales, a lot of you guys might be thinking like the old Wolf of Wall Street sales where you're like on the phone all day, just forcing people to buy. You're like ultra aggressive and like ultra masculine. When I say sales, I don't mean door knocking either or cold calling boomers about insurance. That is all fucking dog shit. I am talking about high ticket remote sales, specifically doing appointment setting for business owners. And when I talk about appointment setting, there's two types. There's either phone setting or there's DM setting. All you're doing with appointment setting is you're going in and you're working with an influencer that has hundreds of leads coming to them every single day, and you're filtering out the good from the trash. And all you're doing as an appointment setter is having conversations with these people. Again, whether you're dialing these leads or you're texting these leads, both work. And I know people making 10K per month doing both. And you are literally just booking meetings with people that are qualified for the actual product that that influencer is selling. All these influencers, you know, the business coaches, the fitness gurus, the course creators, they all have massive audiences, as you probably know. And when they post something on their story or in their bio or on their Instagram or on their YouTube where they say, DM me this word, you're not actually the person that's talking to them when you DM them. There is an appointment setter that is logged into this business's Instagram account that is messaging you back and forth and qualifying. And you got to think of it from the influencer standpoint. These influencers are making millions, but they can't sit in their fucking Instagram DMs 12 hours a day. And this is why they hire young, hungry, ambitious people that are willing to grind to handle their sales. And after failing with a couple different business models myself, I ended up trying this and going all in on this. And I remember my first month doing this, I was still a little bit confused on as to how the whole process worked. I was still in my college dorm as well, and I was still working part-time as a lifeguard, but I made $3,000 my first month doing this, working with my client. And the roommates I knew, they thought I was literally like selling drugs or something because I was making an extra $3,000 a month working like 3 to 4 hours per day on top of being a lifeguard, on top of still doing okay in college. And they had no clue like how I was doing this because I was literally just typing messages from my phone. I've seen small influencers go from making $10,000 a month with their small audience to hiring an appointment setter and scaling their business to $70,000 to $80,000 per month because they've worked with these young, hungry guys. And the best part of all of this probably is the fact that you get paid to learn. Like the CEO literally becomes your mentor. The influencer becomes your mentor because the difference between a good sales rep and a bad sales rep is literally hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue inside of their business. So they will train you on how to get good and how to get much better over time. Now, this is perfect for young guys because we're in a unique position. You see, you probably don't have a mortgage, you probably don't have kids, you probably don't have too many major responsibilities at this point, which means you can take risks. You're in a position where now is literally the best time for you to take a risk. You can work 60, 70, 80 hours a week if it means you're gonna escape the 9-to-5 job trap for the rest of your life. Before I got into doing appointment setting, I was literally just another college kid who barely passed my... Before I got into doing appointment setting, I was literally just another college kid. I was your average college kid majoring in mechanical engineering. I like barely put any effort into all of my classes. And prior to actually succeeding with appointment setting, I tried drop shipping, lost some money there. I tried affiliate marketing and actually made some decent money there, but it's impossible to really scale affiliate marketing in my opinion. But I was always at least somewhat decent at talking to people. Now, I was introverted myself, but I at least knew how to hold a conversation with people. And so if you understand social media, if you have some level of empathy in your soul, and if you can actually have like an 8th grade level of how to hold a conversation with people, you already have the foundation to succeed with something like appointment setting. I'm not just saying this to try to get you to do it because I've literally had guys that can barely hold a conversation at all go in and crush it in the DMs as an appointment setter. And now look, I'm not gonna lie to you like all these other dickheads on social media. This is not passive income. You are not going to make money while you sleep. You're going to have to work, and you're probably gonna have to work more hours than your friends who just have like regular jobs. But here's the difference, and this is why it gets me so excited, because your friends are making $15 an hour or $20 an hour with no upside. You are building a skill where you might be making something similar to that at the beginning, but you're setting yourself up where over time, if you continue getting better and if you continue following down the progression, you can get to the point where you're making 20K per month like I am online at the age of 23. And if you have the long-term vision with that, you can crush and dust all these people. While they're sitting there complaining about their student loans and their job applications and all this garbage, you're learning the most valuable skill on the planet. If you're tired of being broke and if you're tired of seeing people win, and when you go to bed at night, you know you're meant for more, this is your way out. You don't need to be the next Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. You don't need to revolutionize an industry and be a genius. You just need to get really, really good at one fucking thing that every business on the planet desperately needs. College is a backup plan for people without a real one. You are not like them. The question is, are you going to keep trying to build Rome in a single day, or are you going to try to master one skill that you can change your life in the next 90 days? Because by just expanding that time horizon a little bit longer, you can change your life. That's it for this video. If you want to work with me directly, you can book a call with me using the link in the description. Stop trying to do everything. Just focus on mastering one thing, make that sales, and your future self will thank you. See you guys in the next video.